My name is Christina Varon, and I'm Regional Vice President at Gray for the West Coast. And one of the newest trends that we're seeing in disease treatment, nutrition, wellness, and even mental health is the study of the microbiome. If you're anything like me, you might be asking yourself, what is the microbiome? Well, it's the genetic material of all the microbes that live on and inside the human body. And although microbes are too small to be seen by the naked eye, the microbiome actually can weigh up to 5 pounds. It's believed to have wide-ranging effects on health and chronic conditions such as cancer, diabetes, obesity, the immune system, nutrition, and even brain function and mental health. Even more fascinating is the role it may have in how individuals respond to certain drugs and treatments, suggesting personalized treatments and therapies in the future. An indicator of the microbiome's growing importance is the amount of dollars in research that we're seeing being invested and the volume of data that's been generated so far. In May 2016, the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy issued a national call to action for new commitments to microbiome research from all sectors. As a result, the National Microbiome Initiative, or NMI, was created to advance the understanding of microbiomes in healthcare, food production, and environmental restoration. Federal agencies invested more than $121 million into this project and initiative, and stakeholders and private sector, another $400 million. So another significant research initiative from 2007 to 2017 that spanned over 10 years is the Human Microbiome Project, or HMP, an extension of the Human Genome Project. It actually produced over 14 terabytes of publicly available data. The Human Microbiome Project serves now as a roadmap for discovering the role of the microbiome in health, nutrition, immunity, and disease. So as research and information on the microbiome grow and evolve, so do medical and commercial applications and products and treatments. One might expect this in uncharted waters, but the estimates on growth they range very widely. So nonetheless, for microbiome, double-digit growth is predicted for some sectors and products in the next 5 to 10 years. Some of the more common market segmentations are listed below. They include the diagnostics market, which is expected to grow almost 10% annually. Therapeutics is anticipated to double in less than 10 years. And may provide an alternative route and a fresh treatment approach to significant healthcare challenges such as obesity, autoimmune disease, and antibiotic resistance. And some of the more popular consumer products, such as probiotics and prebiotics, that many of us see at the grocery store and might be familiar with. They're appearing all over in drugstores and in ads, are generally marketed as dietary supplements, which means they don't have to, or they're not required to meet FDA approval. Probiotics, which are the quote unquote good live bacteria, come in pill form or as an added ingredient in products like yogurt and health drinks, and I'm sure we've all seen those. This market is expected to grow to almost $74 billion by 2024. And prebiotics, while a smaller market, it's still estimated to be a $750 million business by 2024. So prebiotics, if you're not sure what those are actually types of dietary fiber that serve as food for probiotics, or the host, if you will. So while science isn't clear and there's much to be learned about the microbiome, the market is definitely growing. Some of the key factors propelling growth in this market is the growing aging population, increasing incidence, unfortunately, of lifestyle-related diseases and technological advances. Genomics and sequencing technologies are making testing much more accessible to the consumer market. And as an example of this type of products being marketed to consumers, companies such as Day2 and Viome provide home testing kits to develop profiles of an individual's gut microbiome, and then actually provide personalized nutrition planning based on the results, which a consumer can get literally directly right on straight from your iPhone. So as far as employment goes, let's take a look at employment in microbiome. Some of the current jobs are predominantly in higher education, life sciences, and healthcare. However, jobs requiring a variety of skills are starting to also emerge, such as supply chain and marketing. Overall, most of the jobs we're seeing require advanced degrees and specialized training skills, including informatics and data science. Here we show some examples of recent job postings related to the microbiome. Bioinformatician, which is a field that develops methods and software tools for understanding biological data. It combines biology, computer science, information engineering, mathematics, and statistics to analyze and interpret biological data. A microbiologist, gene editing with microbiome experience desired in this particular listing. Genomics lab tech. Professor, in this instance, grant funding is required and research interest in gut microbiome. Associate director, director of supply chain, focused on the manufacturing and distribution of microbiome therapeutics, and donation operations tech to examine and characterize donor microbiome. So as you can see, the knowledge of the microbiome is not just limited to research, it's certainly starting to expand in a few other directions. So at this point, microbiome is definitely still emerging. What we are seeing in higher education now is a lot of research and some curriculum being developed for courses around the microbiome, not necessarily full-fledged programs. Below are some examples of institutions and how they have focused on the microbiome. Baylor University was actually part of the Human Microbiome Project. USD has a Center for Microbiome Innovation, and graduate programs in biomedical science include training areas in microbiome and microbial science. NAU has the Pathogen and Microbiome Institute, which surprisingly employs over 100 faculty members, full-time staff, graduates, undergraduate students. The University of Michigan Microbiome Project is a research program dedicated to the engineering of microbiomes for the benefit of human health. And then Stanford actually hosts the Center for Human Microbiome, studies, which conducts research and findings to provide therapies, inform medical practice, and inform dietary and lifestyle habits. And we have two examples here of courses that are being offered through MOOCs, and these enrollment numbers certainly suggest that people are very interested. Up at the top, you see that University of California, San Diego and University of Colorado Boulder have partnered and are offering an online course through Coursera titled Gut Check: Exploring the Microbiome. And can't go unnoticed that there's already 55,000 students enrolled in this course as of this month. And Wageningen, and I'm sure I chopped that name, University, offers a course on nutrition and health, human microbiome through edX, which lists just under 29,000 students enrolled as of this month. And right there in the description are some compelling claims about how a balanced microbiome can help in avoiding certain diseases. So while it may be too early again for a full-fledged program in microbiome, and the science may not quite be there and is certainly still evolving, microbiome is certainly getting a lot of attention to justify it being on our emerging program list.